Hello YouTube, Beather here, back with another kicking action figure review. Today's review is over the Red Lantern Guy Gardner from DC Direct or DC Collectibles Green Lantern line. Yeah, it was in Series 4, I believe. Along with Green Lantern Hal Jordan Power Glow, Green Lantern Stell, and Green Lantern Arcus. Yeah, that's right. But this wave keeps getting restocked at a bunch of different comic shops and stuff for the long time it's been around. And honestly, I've always wanted the Red Lantern Guy Gardner, but never really wanted to pay 25 bucks for it. And he went on sale, free comic book day, so I finally picked him up. He was 25% off, and I figured, what the heck, let's go ahead and get him. So here he is, Red Lantern Guy Gardner. Yeah, he's been a Red Lantern, I believe, 3 times in comics. There was War of the Green Lanterns, and then there was Blackest Night. He was a Red Lantern in Blackest Night for a while. If you read the Green Lantern Corps during the Blackest Night event, like I did. And also, currently right now, in the New 52, he's also a Red Lantern, but he's in Control. I don't like these Red Lanterns in Control. I think the Red Lantern series right now is pretty bad, but from what I hear, it's the best Green Lantern series going on right now, which is really sad because last time I read it, it was awful. Even though I am very interested in the whole Red Daughter thing that's going on right now with Red Lantern Supergirl. She has been pretty angry. But aside from all that, here he is, Red Lantern Guy Gardner. Very, very cool. He looks great. Articulation leaves something to be desired, though. First off, he does come with some pretty cool accessories, like his base here, which is just a big Red Lantern symbol. I got the same one with Mera and lots of other, like Blackest Night type figures and stuff. And even cooler, this Construct chainsaw, which he does use in the comics. Very, very awesome. And you got to be real careful with this taking out of the package. I hear it's very fragile. Mine's fine, but I hear it's very fragile. So, yeah, you can just plug this right into his foot, and he stands on it just fine. So, yeah, now let's talk about articulation. Head's got some articulation. You can, turn it side to side and look it up a bit, down a bit. Not the best because of his big collar, but what you're going to do, it's a character design thing. Forward and back on the arms. I just recently opened this guy, so give me a little break with his articulation. It's a little stiff right now. No in and out, which is bull. That's really dumb. But he's got a bicep swivel, elbow bend, and a wrist swivel. No ab crunch. This is an older DC Direct figure after all. You got a swivel forward and back on the legs, a knee bend, and that's it. So, if you're expecting one of the new super articulated, I'm going to say super articulated, DC Direct figures, yeah, you're probably going to be let down. This is one of the older DC Direct figures. He can stand without a stand, by the way. He's doing it right now. Just thought I should point that out. But I used the stand in the video for more stability. But yeah, detail and paint. Yeah, that's the best part about him. He has fantastic detail and paint. As you can see in the head sculpt here, he's got great red eyes, red and black eyes. Lots of nice blood and plasma coming out of his mouth. Very good paint. He's got a lot of good paint in the hair too, as you can see. Very nice. Custom School's got a lot of red metallic paint. So be careful not to scratch it. Metallic paint often scratches easily. I don't know if this guy's does. I haven't really messed with him much. But yeah, you see, he's got metallic red paint on his Red Lantern symbol here, on his shoulders, arms, all the way down. He's got a Green Lantern ring on this hand, and a Red Lantern ring on this hand. They don't have little detail in the ring though, they're just flat, which is dumb. Because if Mattel can put detail in the rings, why can't DC Direct? But yeah, a lot of metallic paint on the pants. That black stripe down. Boots look pretty cool. Detailed on the bottom. Got that peg hole. Right at the back. Right on the back. So yeah, he looks really good. And it's just that articulation. So now we'll get into some size comparisons. Now here's with some other figures. First up on the left we have Dove from the Brightest Day line, who I also got on Free Comic Book Day. And they scale up pretty well together. I really dig this scaling. I think they work great together. And then here on the right we have the Ultraman from the DC Collectibles DC Supervillains line. He's one of our newer, more articulated figures. Bought him alongside Red Lantern Guy Gardner, also 25% off. Really awesome. So, yeah. Anyways, they're both really cool. And they scale up well together also. Very glad. All my DC Direct stuff seems to scale up well together. So, yeah, he scales up well with his other DC Direct brethren. Now here's some figures from a different manufacturer. These are Mattel figures. Some of my newer ones from Corticon. Check out his YouTube channel, link in the description below. But, yeah, on the left here we have the DC Superheroes Batman, next to our Red Lantern Guy Gardner. And, yeah, that Batman doesn't really scale up well with him. Batman's too short, so not going to work out. Then here on the right we have the DC Universe Classics Black Adam. And I hate to say that he's too small also. I'll probably be getting the DC Supervillains New 52 Black Adam. Just because I really want a New 52 Black Adam. Even though I don't have a Shazam Captain Marvel in DC Direct scale. But, hey, you know, he's not going to scale up well with Mattel's. Really no big deal because he scales up well with DC Directs. Now here's Guy Gardner with some Movie Master figures. On the left we have the Green Lantern Sinestro from the Green Lantern movie. No. Doesn't work out. The Sinestro's just way too small. Same for Alfred here on the right from the Dark Knight Rises line. Also way too small, so he's not even close to scaling up well with your Movie Masters. So really, if you want this guy to scale up well with your figures, you're going to have to go with DC Directs. So all in all, what are my final thoughts on the DC Direct Red Lantern Guy Gardner from the Green Lantern line? Well, I like him. You know, he's not the best figure in the world, but he has great detail and paint. He has cool accessories. Scales up well with his other DC Directs. Never really been too keen on that DC Direct Articulation. Not the older one anyway. But his is worse than some of the other ones because the Hawk I showed you earlier, you know, he has more head movement than Guy Gardner does. His arms can go in and out. Yeah. He's got a swivel, like, on his boot. Or a swivel on his boot, sorry. He's got all that. Guy Gardner doesn't have that stuff at all. So, I think I'm going to have to give this guy 4 out of 5 stars. Since Articulation's really the only thing I can, you know, gripe about. Because, I mean, I got him for a good price. 25 bucks isn't bad either, to be totally honest. But now that these, you know, Marvel Legend-ish articulated friggin' DC Directs and DC Collectibles are out, I can't pay 25 bucks for these guys anymore. These low articulated ones, I can't. It's warped my mind. It's warped my mind. I gotta get him for a deal. But, yeah, that's it. 4 out of 5 stars, you guys. Please remember to rate, comment, and subscribe. Check out all the cool links in the description below. Links to Facebook, Twitter. We'll follow you back on Twitter after, you know, we get more followers because we're at a follow cap right now. And also, check out our other YouTube channels. The Slender Happening, which is our horror drama suspense channel. We got B3 Productions, lots of cool action figure stuff on there too, like unboxings and collection updates and etc. Got cool hauls and stuff on there, comic books and other kinds of stuff. Also check out Super Friends Benefits, which is our gaming channel. Not to mention Corticon's channel, because he does the FIGPLA podcast with me. Mr. TF Prime, their channels are all down below. FIGPLA podcast, that's down below also. Lots of cool stuff, you guys. Check that all out. I think I'm gonna go do something else. Maybe eat. I might eat. It's 12:30. I think it's time for food. So yeah, that's it, you guys. See you all later.